Hello again, friends. I am here. I told you that we were going to have a back-to-back chat. I just finished a brilliant and beautiful discussion with Desmond Chereme, and all the details are there. You can listen to it and see what you can do for learning, for academia, for training, for remedial courses, and just lend the support to things that will add value to our lives. Again, this is me, Pastor Forbes, JAMA FM, internet, online TV station, and radio as well. So we call it the Radio Vision. And our strapline is that we are shaping minds and transforming lives. These chats I have are not scripted, they are unscripted. We just want to talk. Nobody has prior questions. We just chat. And as you can tell, I chat with all kinds of people who are successful in what they're doing, people who are beginning the journey, people are alongside the journey. And depending on where you are regardless where you are on the spectrum, there is something to learn from. And one of the things I really want to see is how we encourage people, because we see what they're doing and we can interface with them, the people we chat with, their details, their companies, or whatever they do, their names, their WhatsApp group would be there for you to participate in, or actually take their number and communicate with. So I have a daughter, Sarah Dibbasey Omenihu, and it's a bit of a crisis for me because Sarah is a daughter to me, but her husband is one of my stars. So sometimes I'm not sure who I like, who is my star more. But Sarah has her bakery and her kitchen, and she does phenomenal things in catering. I have pictures that maybe you'll be seeing with hundreds of things in her kitchen. How she does it, I don't know. But Sarah, it's good to have you.
Thank you so much, Pastor, for having me. It's such an honor.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were going to say dad. So listen, tell me, is it dad that cooks, mom that cooks? How did this happen?
Okay, so if I take it way back.
Go way back.
I would say that my dad sort of inspired the whole cooking. Because when I was in like grade 5, I couldn't do anything. I could not boil rice. I couldn't do anything because my mom was very gentle. She wasn't really like the forceful type. Oh, I'm in the kitchen, so you have to be there. Sometimes I would volunteer to just, help her pound and things like that. Before we had blenders.
Break everything. Okay, all right.
So, but she wasn't like the forceful type. Yes. So my dad
had going to be a wife. Make sure you learn how to cook. Don't disgrace me.
No, she wasn't like that. No.
Yeah.
But my dad got worried at some point because he was like, she can't do anything.
Oh, Lord.
So what he did was he started sending me to before it became the fish market.
Yeah.
They used to sell fish, like the women would
because
sell.
you lived around that area.
Yeah, I lived around there. So the women that would sell fish, he would send me there and make sure I buy fish and ask them not to clean it. And then come back to the house, clean it myself, season it, and fry it.
And your mom would say, "Why are you punishing this, my sweet daughter?"
So that was how the whole thing started. So on some days I would fry the fish and the fish would not be cooked very well. Sometimes I would put too much salt, sometimes too much black pepper. But basically that's how it started. My dad kind of helped me, kind of groomed me to start cooking. But
is it that he cooked or he just wanted you to learn to cook?
Wanted me to learn. He's not really like a great cook. He has some recipes and there, but he wasn't.
I have baked beans and eggs. I'm an expert in
I think one of his favorite was like eggs, some kind of eggs with tomatoes or something like that. Something he learned abroad or something. So, but the whole passion like came from my mom, because my mom being married to my dad, with some of the beliefs that he had, like women shouldn't work and things like that. My mom, I can say, never really worked in her life. She never worked, but she had a passion for like baking, because she would bake like cakes, cupcakes.
Now we know. Now you're talking.
Yeah.
I
so
see.
She would bake cakes and she would sell it to us.
Auntie Esther in heaven, thank you.
She would sell it to us, because then she didn't really know how to go about like selling, marketing, selling to people. And also whenever she bakes, instead of giving it to us to just take, she would be like, okay, I can sell it to you guys. So we would actually buy, and we would wait, like when the cake is ready, it's usually hot and really nice. The cupcakes will be hot and really nice. So we'll be patiently waiting. When it comes out, we the kids, we buy everything and it sells out. So after some time, I told my friends about it. I told my friends that my mom makes like cakes, and she introduced wonjo. I told her to introduce like making wonjo and baobab, just so that when you're eating the cake, you can also drink something to cool you down. So it was like, oh yeah, it's a good idea. So she started.
The business sense started growing at that age.
Yeah.
Wow.
So she started making wonjo and baobab, but again, like the sales point was just like
local.
Yeah, like in the community. At some point, I told her, let's put a poster outside at the gate and let people know that we are selling wonjo, baobab, and stuff. So sometimes people come and knock and be like, I'm getting wonjo, I'm getting baobab, and they would buy. So she wanted to do business, but she couldn't really do it. And unfortunately, you know, what happened. Yeah. We lost her. Yeah. So when she passed away, I was kind of confused at some point, like, because I remember when I was younger, I used to say that I feel like I'm going to work for people, but it's not going to be long. I'm going to do something for myself. I just don't know what it is. I used to think it was braiding hair, because I can actually braid. So I used to think in that line that, okay, maybe I'll own a salon. I didn't really know what it was, but I just knew in my spirit that I wasn't going to work a 9 to 5 for a long time, because my dad was also like a businessman until he retired. He was a businessman. So I saw a little bit of his transactions here and there, and I really loved it. I admired it, and I was like, yeah, I want to do business. Like, I want to be.
It was bringing the money in. Sure, why not? So let me fast track you. I know you went to school and all that, did well. Yeah. Tony Elumelu. You went for that.
Yes, right before my mom passed.
Was that a game changing?
Yes, it was, because first of all, I think that made me really believe in myself.
How did you even qualify for it? How did you get into that?
Okay, so I saw the link on social media. I can't remember what platform, if it was Facebook or I can't really remember. But I saw the link and I was like, it's something I can apply for. But then I was like, okay, well, what do I apply for? Because when you're applying, they need something strong, something like
compelling.
Yeah. So I was like trying to think, what problem do we have in the Gambia that, you know, that needs to be solved, that I can use to my advantage? So I started thinking. And then luckily for me, that period was when the whole Ramadan stuff was ongoing. And then there will always be scarcity of bread, especially for us Christians. Like in the morning, if you're looking for bread, you can't eat bread. So it's like everybody
eat the tapalapa of the day before.
So it's like everybody is fasting. So I told my husband, like then he was my fiance. I told him, I'm like, bread is like an issue in the Gambia.
It's a staple.
Yeah, so I think we can apply using this information, telling them that, you know, because bread is actually the one of the most consumed food in the Gambia after rice or before rice, if I'm not mistaken. But if we're to rate like
It's
top
close.
10, it's like
1 and 2.
So I was like, I think this can work. So he was like, okay, cool. So I applied, he reviewed it, and he also helped me, you know, adjusted some things because he really helps me a lot when it comes to my business.
It's my star. You know, I always have this problem. Who is my star? Is it you or is it him? All right. So he reviewed.
Yeah, he reviewed it. He reviewed the application and, you know, corrected some things and all. So we sent it. So when we sent it, unfortunately, we didn't get through when the list came out at first. I was really sad about it because I really had high hopes. But then luckily, a miracle happened. UNDP Nigeria decided to add, because I think they sponsor like 5,000 every year or so. I can't really remember the number. But UNDP decided to add a few more people in like different countries. So when they were doing the addition, my name came. Wow. I think I was the only one.
All right.
Myself and another guy, we were the only two from Gambia that they had added.
Miracle.
Yes, that was the miracle.
You got it.
Yeah, and
how
then
long
we
was
got
the
in.
training?
It was 12 weeks. Yeah, but it was online. Okay. So and it was quite flexible because you would have a time frame to do like your work and all of that. So it was very flexible. But so it was 12.
When you finished that, was that immediately after you went to Tafla too? There was something about the pitching, and you were one of the last 10.
After, I think it was after. Yes, we were at the top 10. I was part of the top 10.
I was there. I remember that.
I was part of the top 10. We didn't win the prize, but
I know.
We thank God.
Yes, you were there. I know.
We thank God either ways. Yeah.
And then, when did you actually start Sarah's?
Okay, so for the Tony Elumelu, we were asked to register. It's by force to register. If you want to get the funds, you have to register. So I registered in 2018, right before my mom passed. So after I registered, you know, I went through the whole process and everything, and then my mom passed. So when my mom passed, we were supposed to go to Nigeria in October because my mom passed in August. So we were supposed to go to Nigeria in October, which I did anyways. I was able to go one way or the other.
Yeah.
I was still mourning, but I still went because it was important that I go. So I went. Sorry. I went to Nigeria in October, and when I came back in December, I was able to get the funds. And even though I came back, I was still in that mourning phase. So the rest of the year in 2018, I wasn't really up for doing anything. Like,
and that's understood.
Yeah, I wasn't really up for doing anything. It went throughout the whole 2018, 2019. But by 2020, I was able to pick up myself again, and I was like, okay, you know what? Let's do this. So that's how I started in 2020. I started with making cakes, you know.
So here we are.
And I learned everything I know on YouTube.
Are you serious?
Yes. I learned everything I know on YouTube.
There's a question I always ask. I keep saying that if I was a chef, a cook, if I was doing restaurant, I'll be eating everything in the kitchen all the time. And my wife keeps saying that, no, you know, sometimes by the time you've cooked, the appetite is not there.
True.
Are you serious?
Yes.
All those things I see.
You're literally seeing the food and inhaling all of that every time. So by the time it's like you're full.
You must
it's
be
like
joking.
you're full. No, it's true. She's right. It's very true. It happens to me a lot. Like sometimes people are like, "How are you caterers? We have a lot of food." And I'm like, for me, I would sell my food to somebody if a customer needs it. I would sell.
Thank God I'm not
my food.
And I saw some pictures of something like 100 or so tiny cups of, I don't know what. How do you do that?
100 and what was that?
This is like circular cups. I don't know what you had. Maybe fish finger. There's some pictures you sent me.
Okay.
But when okay, so what's the largest number of people you've catered for an event? Per item.
For an event.
Yes. So like meat pies, how many?
I think 500.
So
the largest.
So 500 meat pies.
Yes. And I remember that time, I think I was even pregnant. I was pregnant with my first daughter, Adara. So when the order came, I told my husband, I don't know, I want to do this. And he was like, are you crazy? You're pregnant.
Wow.
He's like, are you crazy? I'm like, no, I want to do. And at that time, I actually didn't even have people working for me. So I gathered my husband, I gathered his niece, I gathered his brother.
Family abuse.
I literally gathered all of my family members, and we didn't sleep. We started by 12 midnight, and we went through to about 8 a.m. Sorry, we were able to round up. But by the time I was done, my feet were swollen.
Oh boy!
It was I looked like an elephant. My feet were swollen, so I had to be like up all the time, like my feet on the wall, just so that the pressure can go down a bit.
So tell us, what are you, just pastries? Do you do the wonjo drinks too? Do you do the benachin? What do you do?
Okay, so
it's Sarah's
bakery and kitchen. Yes.
All right.
But when we registered, we only registered it as Sarah's Bakery.
All right.
Well, we were supposed to register it as Sarah's Bakery and Kitchen, but I guess there was a mistake from the printing. So they just
Sarah's Restaurant, Sarah's Hotel. We can move.
Yeah.
So
basically, when I started, like I said, I started more with cakes and pastries. That's like meat pie, spring rolls, and all of that. But then along the line, I was like, I need to get like contracts. I need to get people to be buying like on a daily. So I started like writing to organizations and things like that, and we're able to get a few contracts where we do other stuff that is not just like pastries. So I can say we do it all, Pastor.
So you do lunch
from food
for the hotel?
Yes, we're currently even doing lunch for some offices.
Companies, yeah.
For some companies. We do lunch for them like on a daily. So we're able to sit with them, have a talk on the budget, and also have a talk on the menu, because it can't be the same thing for everybody. So each company has their own desire. It's kind of tough because when you're able to do the same thing for everybody, it's just easier to cook everything in one pot. But you have a team here doing this for company A, and then you have a team here doing this for company B.
And then of course you have allergy concerns too. Not everybody do shrimp and
yes. So that's why we usually have two options. Right. We provide two options for them. Like I said, we sit down and have a conversation with most of them to know what we are providing. So if there's anyone that has any sort of allergy or something, they would let us know, and we would prepare like a particular package for. Like there is the company that we're catering for. The person does not eat like hop like
leaves.
Yes, potato leaves and cassava leaves and all. So we have to do something different for the person. So they do inform us, they let us know, and that helps us to know what we can provide.
And please don't tell me you do healthy benachin. I've been fighting that. Benachin, we have to danka and the oil must come down. Don't tell me you're that healthy benachin.
We have to be careful with the oil. We have to be careful with the oil, because the caliber of people we're catering for are not just like the young people or the ones that seem to look healthy. We're also considering those that are a little bit older and might have some little concerns with the oil, and also we try as much as possible.
No sugar.
Well, for the wonjo, it's not really something that we do and just put out for sale. If a client, if a client desires for us to do that, then we can do it, and we would ask, do you want little sugar? Because Gambians, we love sugar.
Well, we used to. I think it's going down.
But yeah, people are trying to be more health conscious. That's why I came up with the healthy snacks by SVK.
So tell me, do you? Let's talk about that even if I move on, because you gave me some samples.
Yes.
The dried mangoes, dried apples. There's a third one.
Pineapple, I believe.
Oh yeah, I any more?
Well, I do have for now. We are doing the mango, the apple, the pineapple, and the mix. The mixed medley is basically a combination of all the fruits, including some cashew, some cashew nut, and some coconut as well.
Wow.
So when you're chewing it, you can get all four together, and then just put it in your mouth. It gives it a different taste and a different flavor.
And the price?
For now,
we won't talk about the price.
Now,
It's affordable. That's the word.
Yeah,
That's the language. It's affordable. Now, so do you cater for weddings?
Yes, we do. We cater for weddings. We cater for naming ceremonies. We cater for birthdays. There's nothing we don't cater for. We cater for everything. We have the team.
So you can do state functions?
We can, faster. Wow. We have the team.
Right.
So we have the team, yeah. If it was earlier, like when I was alone with just my family, I wouldn't dare.
Now you have your team.
I wouldn't dare.
And obviously, the health consciousness, health and safety, food safety, food poisoning, all that.
No. Right. We try to be as careful as possible because at the end of the day, we don't want to put the business
reputational
name.
damage.
So we try to.
I'm tempted to ask you what's your specialty, but I'm sure you're going to tell me everything. But I'm going to ask, what does Prince like? So actually, the kids, like jump, mommy, me cry.
Oh, for now I can say Adara's favorite is the healthy snacks. Because anytime we're like in the kitchen packaging, she's always there, like trying to steal one or two. Right. She loves it. I'm surprised because Adara doesn't really like fruits. Like the normal fruits, good. Like she doesn't really like it. When you give it to her, she'll be like, yuck. She'll
So there's another question I want to ask you, Sarah.
Yes, sir.
When you go to functions and you're a guest and they bring the food, are you judging quality?
Always.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Always.
You're judging
the well, maybe not quality. I wouldn't rate quality first, but the taste matters to me a lot because for me, I have my spices, I have my secret things to make the food taste unique. So when I don't get that from other people, it's always an issue. I'm like, these people, don't they explore? Like, can't you explore? But it's like the same thing. You're tasting the same thing over and over again.
Yes. Well, there's also an economic reality to it. Sometimes you want to put everything, but then people don't want to.
That's true.
They want to buy it at $2, and you can't break even.
Oh, we have some of those as well. They're like,
what happens when you are trying to maintain? And that's a key question I've had somebody ask before. This person asked a question of there's a particular chocolate cocoa powder or something they do for a particular chocolate cake, but sometimes it's out of stock. What do you do?
Well, the honest truth is, if I find myself in that situation, I would just look for another option and make sure. The thing is, because you're not just using that cocoa, there are some other ingredients that you would use. Even if you don't have the same specific cocoa, the other ingredients will make up for that. So the taste will not be so different.
You don't think you're compromising on the brand?
No, because for example, there's one that I buy at a supermarket. It's from the Cadbury brand.
That's right.
So when it's sold out, they have another one from the same brand. Tastes slightly different, but it's the same brand. So if I can't get the same thing, I would try my best to look for the same brand so I don't go off too much, because I have actually found myself in that situation. In fact, the one that I even use is even sold out right now. Wow. I can't find it anywhere. So I'm using another one that is from the same brand. So if you find yourself in that situation, just try. The supermarkets are a lot. You would find something. Yeah.
What happens when you get feedback that comes with some choice words that you don't like to hear? Have you heard that before?
Oh yeah, we have. We have, because now, like I said, I have a team, and I'm still trying to train them to do things the way I would do them, because I have a specific standard.
That's a brand.
So if you're coming in, you have to do things the way you met it.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's a little bit of struggle having new people come in and then, trying to change things. So we've had, issues like that, or not doing things properly. We've had issues like that, and we've had some complaints. There was a time we had a very horrible complaint because the chicken wasn't cooked well, unfortunately. I'm not supposed to say this, but I'm just being vulnerable with you.
The blood was running.
You know, it wasn't cooked well. So it was disastrous. But funny enough, they gave us another chance because they were like, this is unlike you. This is not the first time we've been dealing with you. You've always been giving us good food.
So walk me through your process.
You know, so if you're having this issue, then we understand. Maybe it's just a mistake. So we have those customers that are very empathetic.
So when you talk with the staff, what frying pans flying across the table?
Oh yes, because
how do you handle that?
I don't like. I try so much to be calm, but I feel like calmness cannot do too much. You have to be a little bit. You have to be different. You have to be a little bit firm. Like for me, they see me with my kids, with my husband. I'm jovial and everything. But when things are not being done right, they see a totally different side of me that they don't like.
I hear you.
They don't like. Some people have even said, "Oh, they are leaving," just because I had to tell them that you're not doing things right. And I'm like, I'm not gonna pet that. Yeah. If you want to leave, you're free to leave, but you will do things correctly. So I'm not about to pamper anybody.
2035, Sarah's Kitchen and Bakery.
ECOWAS. Won't Jesus be back by then?
I don't know. ECOWAS, Africa, or global? Or still Bintou?
Oh, global. That was why I created the brand Healthy Snacks by SBK. I'm so sorry for not bringing the package.
So we're probably going to find this in Whole Foods and Holland and Barrett in London somewhere.
Yes, because I was very particular about the packaging. Anybody that sees it is like, did you do this in Gambia? And I'm like, yes. I don't have to tell you where I did it, if I did it here or not.
I had my 3 that I tasted.
So anybody that sees the packaging is like, wow, like, oh my God, this is so different. From a Gambian brand, this is so different. I met with someone and she was like, oh my God, finally something that can go out in the international market.
Well, so, I'm waiting to see it somewhere.
Yeah, so that's definitely part of the plan. By God.
So you're positioning for expansion.
Yes. Right.
Do you feel that overall your team understands what you're doing? Because I find a lot of restaurateurs and people like that who sometimes find that disconnect. You're trying to bring an international best practice standard, and it's like, can you never fast, never buy first?
Yeah.
But so do you like let your staff watch videos on cooking and how kitchens are placed and how do you serve? Or you
I do. Right. I do. Like there is a company that we cater for. I go along with them.
All right.
And I was there today. I'm like, when I'm doing business, there's nothing like bougie or anything like that.
So I'll tell you this joke. Angela and I went for dinner a couple of years ago in one restaurant, of course I'm not going to mention. And I think the waitress, obviously she must have been trained and told that, just be nice to the customers when the guests when they come, and we're sitting there and she just came, hello. Are you people brother and sister?
Oh my God.
We looked around. No, we are like, that was such a bad start. I can't actually remember. I think we left.
Maybe he was nervous.
No, it was a lady.
Oh.
Are you people brother and sister?
Oh my God.
Is that how you're staring at us?
That's so unprofessional.
Yeah, but I'm not too sure. I think we probably, I'm not sure. I think we left, not in anger, but in shock.
Yeah, in shock.
So do you find yourself training them?
Yes. Even today, before I left, we had a meeting because there was something that didn't go right. So I had to call everybody. So whenever we find that I find myself or the business finds itself in that place, I have to call everybody and bring them back, because it's like you have to constantly remind them that we are not the average. We need to do right at all times, because most times, like in a workplace, they have this belief that mistakes are allowed. I tell them that mistakes are not allowed here.
Because somebody could get food poisoning. And
that's exactly. I'm like, mistakes are not allowed here. You know what to do. Do it and do it right. There's nothing like, oh, dama fati, oh, dama leave. I don't like to hear things like that. It makes me really angry because if you know the Chinese people that make shoes or a particular, item, they're doing it and they're doing it consistently the same way. They're not making mistakes.
Right.
Even if they make mistakes, they're able to correct it. But it's like sometimes when they make mistakes, they're just like, it's normal. It's not. It's
so it's like the kind of scenario where you order 2 meat pies, 3 vegetable spring rolls, and when it comes it's meat spring rolls.
Exactly. We have had those issues, but I can say with my current team, they are really trying. They are really, really trying to, yes. If I'm supposed to rate them,
pay rise is coming.
They are really trying to understand. Before, when I started hiring, I said I was going to give priority to young people, but that was the biggest mistake of my life.
No experience.
Some of them did have experience. Yes, phones.
Yeah.
Phones. Oh my god.
Should buy a cell phone blocker.
It was the worst mistake of my life dealing. I said if I'm gonna work with young people, it's gonna be like 30%, and then the 70 will be with people. So that's what I currently have. The young people in my team, they are not much. I think they're just 3. The rest are like people with experience. They say there's no job in the country. Youths are suffering and all. But it is well.
It is well indeed. Let me ask you this question, Sarah. Punctuality, your staff, is that an issue?
Before, but not now.
Yes.
So so I created this thing wherein they have off days. They have days where like they just rest.
Right.
I'm like, okay. Everyone is, because we make breakfast in the morning and we're supposed to deliver some of the packs like by 8, as early as 8.
So when does work start for them?
By 7. So I gave them an ultimatum. I was like, if you don't come to work early for us to deliver these packs on time, then forget about your off day for that week. So ever since I created that system, it's like, I'm like, because before they would complain, oh, motor today, there's no car, but all of a sudden they now come early, and I'm like, I don't understand.
And I'm sure you also have some reward systems.
Oh yes, I do.
But are you know how like you work for a company, when you are going home, they have to open your bag and check the boot of your car. Do you check whether there are 3 meat pies in the bag and 1 chicken leg?
No, I actually have some level of trust for them. Good. Yes, they actually, like I said, most of them are very mature. Good. We don't usually have issues like that.
What happens if you're not in town?
Work goes on.
Work goes on.
Yeah.
Quality goes on.
Work goes on.
That's good.
Work goes
on.
What
do you think? What would you like to see in this space from the end of the vendor, the end of the purchase? What do you like to see?
Can you emphasize again on the question?
Are we at the top of the game? What are the lapses?
For now, I feel like we have a lot of the demand is high, but the workforce is still a bit low. So there are some contracts or so that I have to turn down, turn down because I don't want to disappoint. So
why don't you subcontract them? Oh, that's dangerous.
That's dangerous because I tried that in the past
and they didn't deliver your quality.
I don't know if it was deliberate, but
sabotage.
It wasn't the best idea.
Right.
So I still am working on growing the team because that's the plan. And with the kind of work we do, we need space.
Yes.
You need a lot of space.
Yes.
That's why before, when I started, people would be like, "Oh, won't you rent a shop and all?" And I'm like, "You should just keep quiet. You don't know what I want to do. You don't know my plan. Yeah. I can't just randomly go to Caraba Avenue and rent a shop when we're cooking in like the big pots. What space do we have? We don't have any space." So people were like, "Oh, rent." I'm like, "Don't worry. I know what I'm looking for. And when I get it, I was set up. So when I found the place where I am, I was like, oh my God, this is perfect because, it has enough space to take the capacity of work. But even at that, like the more we grow, it's like the more space we need. So right now, I even need like a bigger,
Bigger
a bigger
space.
space.
Supreme.
Yeah.
Bigger space. So as we start winding down, you had an august visitor
Yeah.
last week.
Yes, sir.
Is that something you want to talk about?
Oh yeah, I don't mind.
All right, tell us.
Okay, so the ambassador to the United States.
Outgoing
Yes.
Ambassador
The
Sharon
outgoing.
Cromer. Yeah.
Yeah, she came to visit us. She heard about what we do because aside,
That's a strong vote of confidence. Huh? How do you get up for them?
I hope so.
All right.
So she heard about what we do, and she decided, okay, she would come and check out the place, meet the team, and just get to know me. So it was really an honor because I didn't expect it. I never saw it coming.
Wow.
It was a huge honor, and we also got to talk about a foundation that I'm currently running, which is called She Matters.
Okay.
It's basically a foundation that speaks on gender-based violence, but using media. Because aside the cooking, I've always loved media. I've always loved
I
acting.
see. So you fell in love with Prince. Media.
Well, my sister used to do.
I know you are not
video
your
as
sister.
well.
By the way, yes, her sister Aminata Dibbasey, West Coast Radio. The voice is still there.
Yeah.
It's still on West Coast Radio. So that's the junior one. And wow, so you're doing that.
So I have my friends. I'm working with my friends. So what we do is we shoot films that talk about certain things like physical violence, FGM, and things like that. So we have one currently on our YouTube. The timing and all, it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort to shoot movies. So it's not something that the public might be expecting like on a monthly basis because it's a lot of work. You have to rehearse with the cast. If you don't get the kind of actors that you desire for that role, is also an issue.
And
but
do you pay your video editor?
Well, yes, I do. I don't have a choice. Oh, my video editor is not my husband, by the way.
Oh, I thought.
No.
Right.
He's too busy.
Yeah, you guys are super busy,
too
both
busy.
of you. But so that I think that visit helped boost you because not that you were doing it for that visit to happen, but it's just good when the surprise comes.
Yes,
that means somebody.
It was such a blessing. It was. And I'm sure
you were able to pitch well, sell your story.
Oh yeah, my husband was like, "Hey, young don't want to back to her." When she left, he was like, "Young don't pitch there." I was like, "This one."
Right. So, if I asked you before we wrap up, what unique, special cuisine would you want to add? Not in details, because somebody goes to pick it from you.
I wouldn't say add sweet. I wouldn't say add. Like, I've always been a big fan of French cuisine, like making croissants and things like that. So it's something that I want to do or learn, not online, but physical is something that I would love to do. Yeah. Something that I would love to add because I know French people, they are very particular when it comes to like pastries. I think they should be one of the best in the world. They should be one of the best in the world, if not. So it's something that I want to add because I am doing pastry, but not at that level yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. Sarah's Kitchen and Bakery. Sarah's She Matters. Sarah's Healthy Foods. Sarah's Video Multimedia. Sarah's Prince. All right. Well, it's just been lovely talking with you.
Thank you.
I wanted to do this for a while, so I'm really glad that we.
I'm glad as well.
Yes,
I'm really glad, and it's so comfortable.
Well, thank you. It's comfortable here in Jama FM. So, well, look, Sarah, why don't you talk to? Maybe there's some young. Do the She Matters. Do the pastry. Just do anything. We have time. Just talk to them.
Okay, so
and all your details that are necessary are being scrolled. So that's fine.
Okay, so in regards to the business, I just want to say that sometimes it might feel challenging. I was having a discussion with my husband, and I was like, before I would listen to like people who would say that they've been down a particular journey for like 5 years, 10 years, 15 years before they could, really become successful. So I'm like, when you hear such messages and you think about it, you start to ask yourself, do I want to go down that path waiting for 5 years, 10 years? But then again, at the end of the day, if you don't start, you will never know where God is taking you. So if you have an idea, just go ahead and start. And like I say, I always tell people, don't do something because somebody else is doing it and they're being successful at it. That's the worst mistake you can do to yourself.
Copycat.
Yes. Like, you're not even gonna be able to excel in what you do. You should have a passion. You should have some level of love for what you're doing. If I did not love my job, I don't think I would have been working from 12 to 8. Pregnant.
While pregnant.
Pregnant. Not that it's a disease. It's not a disease, but I mean, it puts a lot of pressure on your legs. So it was crazy. So if you don't have a passion for what you're doing, then it's going to be a problem. And I also say that I'm not trying to be spiritual or anything, but for me, whenever I have an idea, I try.
Is there something wrong with being spiritual? Excuse me?
Maybe Muslims are listening.
People. Talk.
Okay, so for me, like, I've had some ideas, but sometimes it doesn't sit well with me. It doesn't sit well with my spirit. So I tell myself that, what, I'm not going to do this until I'm sure that this thing sits well with me. Because if it's for ideas, like, God gives me... Would I say God?
Why don't you say what you want to say? Because this thing sits on a relationship, on an encounter.
Yeah.
Because you can't just be shooting in the air. You got to know that you know, and you have that inner...
Yeah, you have to have that inner conviction that this thing that I want to do or this thing that I want to start is... Even with the She Matters, like, when I had the idea, like, I was like, it took me a while before I could go ahead because I wasn't sure, and I just don't want to start something that will end up, dying just because it's not like I've even seen anybody do it. I don't really know anyone doing this particular thing. So it took me a while. But when I had that, I was like, yeah, I know that this is something that God wants me to do. So always...
And you hit the road running.
Always try to be sure and know in your spirit that this thing that I want to do is something that God is telling you to do. And trust me, if God is telling you to do something, his hand is going to be on it. It might take time for you to see results, because for me, I started in 2020. In fact, when I started, COVID hit. So I was not really getting contracts a lot. I would get some here and there and deliver to the house, but it was a bad year. Yeah, it was a bad year in business. And I think I started making progress in 2023. So 2020, 2021,
and there's something about
2022.
Staying power and pushing through regardless challenges.
Honestly, it's consistency is everything. And I've seen that in my life, because if I was depending on my 2020, 2021 and 2022s, I would have given up by now. Because the capacity in which we are handling things now, if you compare that to before, I would have given up. So you
made up for 2020 and 2021?
Yeah, I would have given up. So consistency is also key. If you know and you're sure that what you want to do is what you want to do, then God's hand will be on it.
And you have to work at it.
And obviously
you gotta work at it.
Yeah, you have to work hard.
You gotta work at it too.
You have to work at it. Yeah.
All right.
Very important. Yeah.
Sarah, we've done it.
Yes, sir.
Just that you didn't bring any things for me.
Yeah, my apologies.
The photos are there, the videos are there.
Yes, sir.
And yes, I do commend Sarah's bakery and kitchen and bakery, because she's us, she's me, she's you, and the stories are the same. We all start something, we make mistake, we fine-tune, we tweak it here, we get commendation, we get massive condemnation, massive lack of self-esteem. Nobody wants to buy it. You don't even want to eat it yourself. but the story has changed. And today she's supplying institutions, companies. She's got into the health bracket. I love that packet. It's just like what you'll buy if you were going to Whole Foods, tear it to open. It has the serrated edge and everything. And then who knows what next? Who knows what next? Who knows what next? So wishing you all the best.
Thank
and
you so
keep
much,
doing what
sir.
you do.
Thank
Tell
you.
the staff it's a brand. And if there are any two words that define branding for me, is consistency and trust. The product has to be able to deliver on the integrity of its name. And let the staff do that. It's a win-win. So when you get an award, it's all of them together. And when you get an award, they go riot on TikTok. Sarah's Bakery, Sarah. So all the best.
Thank you so much, sir.
Please consider the normal Benachin again, not that healthy Benachin. We need to danka and let the rot.
If our customers request for it, then of course, why not? We'll give them what they want.
The healthy thing.
Yeah.
And by the way, it's Benachin. All this jollof rice talk that they talk about, it's Benachin.
Yeah.
Anyway, Sarah, it's been phenomenal having you with me.
Thank you so much, sir.
And when you push forward, just come here, we'll talk. All right.
Thank you so
Cheers.
much, sir.
God bless.
Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Sarah Bintou Dibbasey Omenihu of Prince. Hey, Sarah's Bakery and Kitchen, She Matters, Health Foods, and many other things under her belt coming up. Well, we're going to end here until we chat again with somebody else. We're going to chat with somebody, I don't know when, but you're going to enjoy this story. It's going to take time to come, somebody who you'd all want to listen to and be challenged by his life. I won't tell you who he is, just stay tuned. We'll let you know when we are coming. All right. God bless.
Bye.
Bye.